Hello again. Today I'm heading to MIA Market here in Doha, and I'll be taking you with me. Even though, as I've explained in a previous video, I don't really love going to malls, I've always loved supporting markets. There's something special about them. And if you want to be surrounded by a real sense of creativity and community, heading to your local market really is the place to start. Markets, they really bring together people who are putting their heart, soul, and passion into what they create and sell. And I always think you can truly feel that energy when you walk through. MIA Market is set in the beautiful MIA Park along the Corniche. It's a beautiful setting, so you can see the lovely skyline in the background. So it's kind of the city lights, the greenery of the park, and then all these welcoming stalls. It's a vibrant outdoor space filled with local designers, artists, small businesses, food stalls, and a lot of unique handmade goods. And when you talk to the stall owners, it's wonderful to hear their stories and the message behind what they're creating. It's a place where creativity meets culture and where supporting local really feels meaningful. It's funny because last time I went, there was a really gorgeous stall selling the exact same quilted Indian bags that are sold in one of my favorite stalls in the indoor market in my hometown of Shrewsbury. They're from Jaipur and they're absolutely beautiful, really stunning designs, gorgeous material. They really stand out and they're big and so practical. So now I have one from the stall in Shrewsbury and one for the stall in MIA Market. And actually I use them a lot. And I'm hoping they'll be there again today because my daughter now wants one too. Then when I get back, I'll be talking about what it means to live according to your values and how the choices we make, even the small ones, like where we shop, can reflect what truly matters to us. So more on that later. For now, come and join me at the market. So it's the next day, and we ended up going to the Qatar International Food Festival after the market. So we didn't get home until really quite late. The MIA market was good, but it wasn't as big or as busy as it usually is. And there were a few stalls that I really would have liked to have shown you, but weren't there, including the stall that sells the beautiful bags that I was telling you about, and another stall that's run by a lovely Portuguese woman who makes homemade bits and pieces, including beautiful incense sticks holder. So hopefully next time. It was probably a little less busy because of the food festival, and we were quite hungry, so we headed over to the festival afterwards and got a bit to eat and watched the fireworks display. But going to these two places really fits in with what I want to talk about today, and that's identifying what your values are in life and living in alignment with them. So everywhere you look, there are choices: what to buy, what to eat, what to pause for, and what to walk past. And in psychology, we know that well-being isn't just about experiencing moments of happiness or comfort, because research consistently shows that people feel more fulfilled and even less stressed when their daily actions align with their personal values. So values kind of act like an internal compass. They help the brain make decisions with less conflict and less emotional fatigue. When your choices reflect your values and not just external expectations like what other people around you expect of you, or what society or what culture expects of you, you live more authentically. And authenticity really is important for well-being. Studies show that when who you are on the inside matches how you live on the outside, the nervous system feels safer and more regulated. When you live out of alignment with your values, your nervous system feels it. There's more tension, more mental fatigue, emotional exhaustion, and a kind of sense of disconnection. But when your actions reflect what genuinely matters to you, the brain experiences more coherence, and that means less internal friction and more emotional regulation. Science also tells us that values-based living increases motivation and resilience. When something is hard, whether it's taking care of your health or building a business or setting boundaries, values give meaning to the effort. And meaning really is one of the strongest drivers of long-term well-being. But it's important to say that living according to your values doesn't mean living perfectly. It just means living intentionally and in a way that feels true to you. It's asking, does how I spend my time reflect what matters to me? Do my habits support the person I want to be? And are my decisions coming from external pressure or from internal purpose? So in terms of last night, when I reflect on it, going to the market for me was really fulfilling, because I think it's important to support independent businesses, and I think it's important to support creativity. And when I went to the food festival, I went straight to the plant-based food section, because I believe in making food choices that are healthy and kind. And I also believe in sustainability. And I really want to support local businesses that are promoting that. It was so heartwarming for me to see things being offered like edible cutlery and packaging to reduce waste. It was actually quite funny to see people eating their food and then eating the plate or the fork or the straw. And drinking water produced from humidity, and chewing gum made without plastic and sugar. And it's all local. I just love that there are inspiring people out there who are putting their passion and energy into making things like this happen. Like, it's incredible. I love it. So for me, last night wasn't just about food or places. It was about choosing experiences that reflect what I care about. And of course, that's something all of us can do in small, everyday ways. So this week, I'd really like to invite you to notice your choices, the small ones, the ordinary ones, the everyday ones. Because when your life reflects what matters to you, even these everyday moments can really support your well-being.